to share that with you. He keeps a lot inside. Yeah.
Yeah. He has been antagonized by a person that I don't know who it is, but he calls himself the X Factor.
Oh.
Does that mean anything?
No.
Do you see a connection between the two of them?
Is this someone that he's picked up being a tech person?
I don't think so. From what I know, they never really knew each other.
Right. I'm not saying they know each other, but just something that I'm not even thinking that this person that you might be talking about is real. I'm thinking it's somebody like a spirit or something else around him that they can appear very real to you when they get into your head. And so I'm wondering if it isn't something like that somehow he's picked it up by being open about something and trusting in this walked-in type of thing. Because he is a very intelligent man. He's and I think he is open-minded a lot to a lot of things out there, sometimes way out, And I'm thinking if he is into concentrating sometimes so hard and being way out, even out of body or whatever, he's picked something up and brought it back. Because I don't know if he keeps protection around him. Even when you're on a computer and you're so concentrated on what you're doing, if you don't have some sort of protection or feel that you do around you, you can pick up a lot of stuff.
Really?
And I'm kind of wondering if that isn't his thing.
Interesting.
But honest, I do believe he's honest.
That was the impression I got.
Yeah.
But
the best that he knows how.
Yeah,
because he keeps so much hidden within himself. It is hard to tell because he doesn't tell you everything anyway. Yeah, but I do feel that he is basically an honest person. Is he kind of a slow-moving type person too? I mean, he doesn't rush to do anything. Not all the time. He sometimes can get a little laid back. And
I couldn't tell you. I would have to say it depends on the circumstances.
Yes,
and
right.
In the circumstances he's in now, he has to rush everything.
Right,
His time is extremely limited.
So he's hyped a little, okay.
Yeah, he's under pressure, that's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, but I think there are times that he does probably get to a point of saying, I'm slowing down or something, because I'm picking something up with him as taking his time. Maybe it's in his walk or mannerisms or something.
I don't know, for some reason that seems like it could be important.
Yeah. Interesting town.
Yeah, it is. Are you familiar with Nostradamus at all?
Yes, I am not. I read his books, but can't understand them all.
Oh, okay.
That type of thing. So, yeah, somewhat.
Well, because I got a communication that was one of the quatrains from Nostradamus,
okay.
And I was wondering if it was one you were familiar with, if there was any particular meaning that was attached to this, or
they leave a lot to determine in those things. Like what? Give me an idea.
I'm not really sure what.
A lot of his has come true. A lot of Nostradamus' predictions of people who could understand and work the meanings out, like the Bible code and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them have come true. Edgar Cayce, I don't know if you have ever read anything of Edgar Cayce.
I saw something about him on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, the Sleeping Prophet.
Yes.
He was one of those, yes, people could ask him questions and he'd go into a sleep and tell them all about their health. And a lot of his all came true also. I do feel Nostradamus was ahead of his time. I do believe a lot of things he said has come true. But now if you want to ask me about the Bible and how true that is, that's different. Oh, go there. Because I think it's taken out of context. So.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, but Nostradamus was a very intelligent man, and a lot of his things do come true, and they didn't. It's almost like Sylvia Browne. You've heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of her things came true and didn't. I think it's because at the time that she's picking it out of the energy, and everything's energy, that she's interpreting it this way, and it could be that way. But things have a yin and a yang to them. So at the time she saw them, it could be she was right with it. But then they balance the switch, and she can be wrong. Yeah, we can see things, and we can say, I see this, but the thing is that if you don't like it, you can change it, and it's going to change the prediction and make me wrong, So there's nothing, I think, out there that isn't changeable, no matter how we see it. So I admire those people that can do that. And, yeah.
Absolutely.
But was there something specific with Nostradamus that you wanted to?
Well,
Would you like to turn that light on right there? Okay. Thank you.
Well, he mentions 2 bodies, 1 head, fields divided in 2, and then to reply to 4 unheard ones.
2 bodies. What was it?
2 bodies, 1 head.
1 head.
Fields divided in 2.
He's talking about the head being divided into
I'm not
1
really
body,
sure
2 heads, and what was the other one?
Fields divided in 2.
Fields divided into. I still believe that's head. I would take it as, 1 body, 2 heads. And actually, don't we have a right brain, left brain? And they are 2 heads. One is the creative and one is the editor part of the brain. And yes, and so, say that again. 1 body, 2 heads, and...
I'm sorry, 2 bodies, 1 head.
2 bodies, 1 head.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that wrong. 2 bodies, 1 head, and then what was the next one?
Fields divided in 2.
Fields divided into. So if we have 1 body, no, 2 bodies, 1 head. I keep getting that wrong. 2 bodies, 1 head. That is interesting. So bodies could make up bodies on human, water, land. He could have been talking about anything other than bodies of people. We assume bodies of people. He could be talking about bodies of, anything else. And then the 1 head,
Yes.
if we're talking about a country, I could say the head would be the president or someone running that sort of thing. The 2 bodies could be the 2 political parties, if you want to do it that way. The other one was the third part?
Fields divided in 2.
Fields divided into. Well, there's definitely a lot of fields divided into a country, or even the United States, or into politics, or that's how I would have interpreted it. But then in Nostradamus' day, well, he did talk about futuristic stuff in his quatrain. So in his day, makes you wonder. He wasn't talking about farmers' fields, that's for sure. Because his mind was way out further than that. But I don't think he got real futuristically out as far as space or anything, right?
As far as I know, he hasn't.
Yeah, I didn't think he got out in...
My familiarity with Nostradamus is limited.
Mine is somewhat too. But just from what you were saying, it was just thoughts of what I was picking up from the words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me get your thoughts on one more then, one more of these lines that popped up. And then to reply to 4 unheard ones.
And they too?
And then.
And then they.
Yes, and then to reply to 4 unheard ones.
To 4 unheard ones.
And I have no idea what to get out of the 4 unheard ones.
Yeah. Well, my first thing was biblically speaking, but I don't know if that's correct. And then, say that line again.
And then to reply to 4 unheard ones.
4 unheard ones. Yeah, I again, only biblically speaking, 4 unheard ones to me would be, well, wait, I could go